Coming up now at 103 pounds is Nathan Boston versus Emilio Saavedra.
I'm Nathan Boston. I'm from Indiana. I wrestle at the 103-pound weight class, and I am a state champion.
Hi, my name is Emilio Saavedra. I'm a freshman at the 103-pound weight class. I'm from Turlock, California, and I took third in the state of California.
All right, 103-pound finals. That's going to be Emilio Saavedra in the white singlet. He's taking on Nathan Boston in the red.
Saavedra from Pittman, California, Boston from Lawrence, North Indiana. Both of these wrestlers freshmen, something you see with some regularity at 103. It was where elite guys tend to start their careers.
You bet, and it's Boston right away in on it. Inside single leg. He's behind him. He's to the angle, but he hasn't quite scored yet. He's going to try to change off and continue to circle. Making it tough is Saavedra with that whizzer with his left arm. And he's got a little rubber knee action going on, but it's Boston climbing up that leg, holding position, trying to come to the corner, and the referee's going to stalemate that. We're going to come back up to our feet and get ourselves a fresh start. 125 to go in the first.
Saavedra, third place this year in California, which is a brutal state tournament. Despite all those people, there is only one champion in California.
Amazing. Yeah, a lot of states have 2, 3, 4 classifications divided up the schools. California, like you said, that large state, just one. Go out of bounds again. We get ourselves another fresh start. Just over a minute to go. Unlike our heavyweights where you don't see a lot of action, these little guys, man, they're shooting constantly. And it's Saavedra trying to score with the front headlock. Now he defends a shot, circling, and he's close. No, nothing here. Nice job by Boston, keeping square, staying head-to-head in that position, not giving up the takedown.
And Boston looks to have a little bit of a length advantage on Saavedra. He's a big, tall, lanky 103. As you see Coach Nate Carr in his corner, not a bad guy to have shouting instructions for you. Nate Carr, of course, NCAA champ, U.S. Olympian, one of the fastest wrestlers in the history of the sport.
Absolutely. And again, it's Saavedra in that front headlock position. Head-to-head they are. And Boston staying square, doing a nice job, not giving Saavedra any angles or a chance to circle around behind him as Boston scoots backwards towards the out-of-bounds line. And they indeed go out of bounds. 15 seconds to go in the first period. We are scoreless.
Not too often you see scoreless first periods at 103, but it certainly hasn't been for lack of action.
That's right. They are getting after. Boston's been shooting. Saavedra, a couple nice counters. Boston initially almost scored on that very first leg attack. Saavedra a couple times almost scored on the front headlocks. We're going to get a coin flip. It goes to green. Saavedra choice. He defers. Going to let Boston choose. And Nathan Boston is going to choose down to start the second period.
And as you were saying, both kind of went about it in different ways in the first period. Saavedra really tries to score in short offense, utilizing the front headlock, likes to wrestle in close. Boston was more comfortable working from far away, and in that last minute or so, Saavedra was really able to dictate pace and do what he wanted to do.
That's right. It's like he made an adjustment right there after the first minute, and that's something you see these elite wrestlers doing.
Being able to change your game plan on the fly, particularly wrestling kids that are as good as you are, which doesn't happen very often.
Right, not in your home state. So Saavedra doing a nice job of riding on top here. He's going with the wrist in half. And catches that inside bar. He's going to do a little roll through tilt. Oh! Trying to expose that back, and he does it nicely. Anthony Robles style, the Arizona State National Champion, famous for doing that. Beat people up all year with that. And Saavedra scores a 2-point near fall. That's big. Puts the first 2 points on the board this period. And he's got 43 seconds of riding time.
And again, it's back points in big matches. That blows things open. It's points that are very hard to come by, but when you score them, tough to beat.
Absolutely. And they're going to get a stalemate call here on the edge. Going to come back to the center. 1:04 to go. 55 seconds of riding time built up for Emilio Saavedra, of course. If he finishes the match with that number over 1 minute, either guy will score a point. Saavedra again, he's got that half tight waist ride, doing a nice job, and there you go. The riding time climbs over a minute, and Boston underneath having a tough time getting away. Saavedra behind the arms, clinging tight.
It's an awkward but difficult position to get
out.
Wow!
Peterson roll. That was like on the fly. That was pretty sweet. Boston with a 2-point reversal, and they go out of bounds, unable to score near fall, but he gets the reversal, and you'll see that riding time clock at 1:16 start going downward now.
Big move there. It's one of the most dangerous moves from bottom that Peterson rolled. Usually you see it accompanied with back points. Saavedra, heady enough to be able to bail quickly and not get himself trapped on his back, only gives up 2 instead of 5.
So really nice job by both guys there. Nice job by Boston getting the reversal. Nice job by Saavedra avoiding danger and back points.
Boston would ideally like to ride for another 10 seconds. We'll get a potentially dangerous on that ankle. Body's not supposed to bend that way.
You know, sometimes they do anyways. 34 to go here in the second. Boston on top. Let's see what he can do here.
And Boston, being as tall as he is, you'd think would be an advantage on top. He's just all arms and legs. Saavedra, though, has been up and nearly out twice already as he tries to scramble and escape here.
Again, it's Boston hanging on to that leg as Saavedra tries to kick away. And he's going to kick out, and they stalemate that. They don't hit him for stalling because he was trying to work up. Now, if he's just hanging out on an ankle, just clinging onto it, they're going to hit him for stalling. But he was actively trying to improve his position. He just couldn't.
And Boston now has worked Saavedra's riding time under a minute, so there will be no point award at the end of the period if things were to stay this way.
And with the leg in, Boston's got the leg, and Saavedra comes up to his feet, and now they...
Seesaw. That is almost an automatic. If the guy's on his feet for that long, you're going to get hit. And that could loom large late in this match if we're still close.
Absolutely. As we said earlier in the broadcast, the first stalling is just a warning, but the next time he gets hit for stalling, that's going to be a point for Saavedra.
And that rule meant to induce action, make guys wrestle rather than just curl up and be defensive.
Right. We just don't want people to just get a lead and hang on to it. We want people wrestling the whole entire time. And again, Boston with that leg in on the left side. Ooh, tricky stuff there. We got a little scramble going on. Saavedra going to try to come around and score. Boston still with control because he's holding on to that leg, but it might not be for long. And there's a 2-point reversal for Emilio Saavedra. He goes up 4-2, and you see that riding time clock now start to go back upward.
And we've had 6 points scored in this match, not one takedown.
Interesting note. I like it.
Just very good mat wrestling from the little guys.
You bet. A minute and a half to go in this bout. And Saavedra going hard with his half.
That half's deep. If he can get a little momentum, he could blow this thing wide open.
Yeah, back points would almost put it away.
Yeah,
of course,
would seal it unless Boston really could pull a miracle out.
Yeah.
Boston, though, to his feet. No escape yet.
Nice job by Saavedra. He was almost out. Saavedra snatched that ankle at the last second, maintaining control. He still has control, trying to peek his head through between the legs.
And this is probably going to get stalemated pretty soon.
A funky position. Boston locking through the crotch. He's going to try to keep this going as long as he can, like you said, though.
Yep, there's a stalemate. No one's going to score out of that.
Right. We're going to come back to the center. 47 seconds to go. The riding time up over a minute now. That's not locked. But he's got the riding time advantage now. If he can hang on to that, Saavedra will get another point at the end of the match.
And that hypothetically gives him a 5-2 lead here in the last 45 seconds. So an escape and takedown from Boston would only send things to overtime unless that takedown also resulted in 22 seconds of riding.
Mm-hmm.
Saavedra, though, let's not even get into our hypothetical scenarios. He's riding tough here in the last 20 seconds.
That's right, and the riding time now locked up. There's no way it can go under a minute. Saavedra will get the extra point at the end of the match, and he's doing a great job on top. He's displayed a lot of tough riding skills, and giving Nathan Boston just fits underneath.
And with 12 seconds left, Emilio Saavedra going to be your Flonationals champ at 103 pounds. As he rides out the rest of this victory, and the first freshman, I believe, ever to win this tournament.
Yeah, very well may be. And look at that, Saavedra, nice job. The California kid getting it done. We're not talking about Uriah Faber. We're talking about Emilio Saavedra. Tack on the riding time point. He's your winner, 5-2, and your Flonationals champ at 103 pounds. We'll be back right after this on Fox College Sports.